Damon Khan here for Seconds Out with Ben Whittaker in Wolverhampton. Ben, how you doing, sir?
All good, and I just finished training. If I'd showed my face at the weigh-in, and it was finished. So, but yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good.
Good to see you all good. Thought we might be seeing you on the card. What was the situation there, Ben?
Yeah, a couple of niggles and whatnot. Just the timing didn't match up for me. But I'm down in Bournemouth, 10th. It's going to be a cold one, but it's just part of the game.
A cold one indeed. But will we see you headlining Wolverhampton shows in the future? Is that still on your target hit list to do?
100%. I think next year the plan is to headline here at least once or twice. So it'd be good. It would be good to see from an outside view what it's actually like as well. So I'm going to be down at the show Saturday to see what it's like. And when it's my time, I'll make sure I put on the show.
In terms of that Bournemouth show, have you got an opponent in mind? What sort of opponent can we expect for you to be in with?
No idea, to be fair. I think they're still trying to find the opponent. But either or, I can't really do nothing about that. I just got to make sure I'm fit, I'm sharp, and whoever they put in front of me, just do what I got to do.
Speaking of the light heavyweight division, there's been a lot of movement in the division, talking of some fights. One that's been rescheduled is Buatsi and Azeez. Who does the rescheduling favour? I know that Azeez obviously had the injury, so maybe it favours Buatsi, but do you feel it's that way?
Yeah, some people have asked me that, and I've never actually thought of that. I just thought they both have to just do the camp again. So, in my opinion, they're both in the same boat, really. They both got to make weight again. They both got to go through it again. So, it's just whoever really don't burn the batteries. If anything, the one who's took a bit of time off and took time to chill and recharge the batteries will be the better one for it. The one who's just continued going all the way through will get found out.
Just putting yourself in your shoes of their shoes, sorry, of one fighting the other. Which do you think is the harder fight, to fight Buatsi or to fight Azeez?
Oh, that's a tough one. They both bring different things. I don't know. They're both very hittable. They're both not the fastest, but they both can punch and they both can stand there and have a go. So for me, they're kind of both the same. And I think the fight will show that. They'll both try and box now and again, maybe. But I think there'll be a part in the fight where they just both stand there and swing it out, and whoever's got the better chin will win.
Is that what you feel it comes down to, just the chin there in the ring? Do you think there's obviously Azeez not being the favourite here in the fight, do you think there's anything else he can do to upset the favourite there?
Yeah, a lot of people saying Azeez ain't the favourite, but from a boxing point of view, he's got the momentum. He's the one who's been fighting more. He's the one who's been like, I've been tick over fights when Buatsi's been out for a while. So as a fighter, I'd rather be in the Azeez's shoes because he's had the momentum. But I know Buatsi's got the pedigree, the amateur pedigree. He can box and he can fight. But I think it'll come down to a point where they both just start standing there banging. That's what I think.
What does the momentum mean for you as a fighter? It's just like flowing into the next one. You feel good.
Yeah, I think it's better. Like I can't really speak yet because my career's a bit like stop and start as of now. But I think when you do get the ball rolling, especially if you're going from camp to camp sparring, you're always sharp, you're always learning. You know what it's like from the ring walk, so you can do it again. Things like that. So Azeez will, for him, it's a couple of months ago, he's done it before. So nerves-wise, he'll be a bit more calmer and things. So things like that play a part.
The fight that we were expecting to happen was Dmitry Bivol versus Richard Rivera. That's not happened. It's Bivol versus Arthur now, taking the step up there. Look, a lot of people are counting down Arthur's chances, but in a technical sort of sense, do you feel like Arthur does have a chance?
Yeah, I'm rooting for him, man. He's a Brit, so you got to root for him. He's got a nice jab. He's got good counters. But I think he just needs to, everything he's done now, just up it a notch because, Bivol's a different level. But I'm rooting for him because he's British.
Do you think he can lure the victory out of Bivol in the same sort of way that Craig Richards was on his way to victory if he'd started a little bit early?
You can never say never. That's the good thing about boxing. It's two guys with two hands and anything can happen. All it takes is one shot to buzz him. It can change. So I think you can definitely do it. Keep a nice jab, feints, counters, and he can do it. But, they keep going about the Craig Richards things. He won a couple of rounds, but he lost. He lost, that's it.
Artur Beterbiev and Callum Smith, that's a rearranged date there. You still favouring Artur Beterbiev to maybe get the victory there?
No, it's one of those things. I think Callum Smith might be catching him at the right time. Beterbiev's slowing down a little bit, but you can never write off a puncher like Beterbiev. But I'm rooting for the Brit. He's got the right style. He's tall, he's rangy, but he can fight as well. So it's a good one.
A couple of final things. I know you're in a rush there. We're going to Fury versus Usyk. Fight's finally being signed, sealed. Hopefully getting it delivered next year. It's to talk about physicality versus skill. Do you see it that way? Who are you favouring?
Yeah, if I was Fury, I'll take the little tippy-tappy shots, walk him down, burn him down, lean on him, things like that. But it's easier said than done. A lot of people's tried it against Usyk and failed, but the favour obviously is in Fury's, is in his court because he's the bigger guy. He's the world champion, so we'll see. So is Usyk, but he's been there at heavyweight longer, so we'll see.
Did what you saw in Fury versus Ngannou do anything to change your mind on how that fight goes?
It's just one of those things. As fighters, you probably didn't really take Ngannou serious. And then Ngannou, fair play, turned up on the night. But I know if he's fighting for Usyk, he'll make sure training camp's right. He'll make sure he's on there, his A game, and he'll perform on the night.
AJ versus Ottawa, people are calling it a tricky fight for AJ, but you feel he comes through it?
Yeah, it's a tricky fight. Southpaw can box, can move, got a decent output. But I just think AJ will get the victory, either stoppage or points.
He's made the move to Ben Davidson. Do you feel it's a good fit for him?
Yeah, I like Ben Davidson. He's got a good unit down there. He's got a good boxing brain, so it might be a good move for him.
We're in an era of crossover fights, bringing it back to yourself. I can't think of too many UFC light heavyweights, but is anyone on your mind for a crossover fight at all?
Not really, but probably Izzy. He likes his anime. I like my anime, so we'll both be doing some crazy anime stuff.
He's got a kickboxing background, so he's got some stand-up game, right?
Yeah, I've watched one of his boxing fights. It's actually good.
Yeah.
You gotta give props to them, man. They can fight, and it's always they come to our sport. We never go to their sport, so you gotta say fair play to them.
Would you go over?
I ain't trying to catch no kicks. Definitely not, man. They coming to me if anything. But you gotta respect them because, like I said, if we went there, they'd be locking us up, throwing us to the floor and stuff. So.
Finally, Ben, just a message to your fans. You're back out in December in Bournemouth.
Yeah, I'm back out in Bournemouth. It's gonna be cold, but I'll make sure I heat up.
Okay. Ben, much appreciated. Thanks for your
Thank you
out.
very much.